What is going on, fight fans? So Alexander Usyk has not been stripped or will not be stripped of his IBF title just yet. Now, we don't know if it will end up being that he is stripped. And really, in the greater scheme of things, it doesn't necessarily matter if he's stripped. And this is even echoed by Alexander Usyk's team. However, because of their honorable nature and the way that they like to do combat sports and how they like to engage with their opponents, they're asking for Fury's sake so that Fury could actually fight for an undisputed title. Because if they do end up fighting, Fury will unfortunately not be able to become undisputed, and it will be too far away a reach for Fury to kind of have to collect all the belts. He would have to fight Alexander Usyk again. The IBF title wouldn't be part of the equation. And then he would move into trying to figure out who gets the IBF title. If it's Daniel Dubois or Hrgovic, he would have to figure that out. And because he can't figure that out, and it's just too convoluted and it's just too much of a path that he has to travel, it's much easier for him to get the opportunity in the rematch the same way Usyk had the opportunity in the first fight. Now, let's take a look at what they said exactly via boxingscene.com, and let's talk about it real quick. Okay, so here we have it. Undisputed champion Alexander Usyk has requested the IBF grant him an exception to keep his rematch with Tyson Fury as another battle for undisputed supremacy. IBF President Daryl Peoples confirmed to Boxing Scene on Friday that Usyk has made the request less than a week after his stirring split decision triumph over Fury in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The IBF mandatory challenger Filip Hrgovic has waited for his mandatory title shot since 2022, but IBF has allowed to prolong because usually with undisputed or trying to unify, those things tend to trump or help your case to trump those mandatories. But IBF has notoriously and historically been more strict with mandatories than all of the other sanctioning bodies, more than the WBC, more than the WBA. So you know, it's interesting, but not out of this world that they would do this, right? A member of his team told Boxing Scene this week that it's time. Okay, however, with the historic feat becoming the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis in 1999, and with his bout being backed by Saudi Arabia's Turki Al-Sheikh, perhaps there are financial and emotional means to keep Hrgovic satisfied and keep all of the 4 belts in play. Now, this is an interesting thing. They also got to have Hrgovic kind of on board with this, right? They have to kind of tell him, hey, look, you could wait it out. If you agree, then we'll allow him to fight Fury for undisputed. There is a possibility where there can be something put together where they say, well, okay, if Usyk was to come out on top for the rematch, we will allow for you to fight for not just the IBF title, you'll fight for the IBF title, but it will also come with all of these other titles as well, the WBC, the WBA, and WBO. So all of these other titles will come as part of the package deal, and then you can not just be an IBF champion, but you could also be an undisputed champion. But you'll also get paid to kind of step aside for right now so that they can fight for undisputed for the rematch. Now, Usyk's manager Egis Kilmaz confirmed that they have filed to the IBF to keep hold of their championship, and therefore for Usyk to maintain his undisputed crown. But look at this. This is the honorable kind of combat sports mentality that not just Usyk, but Usyk and his team have. We're waiting for the decision to be made. I think it's more important for Tyson Fury now, not so much for Alexander Usyk. And that is true. Alexander Usyk, of course, is a two-time unified champion at cruiserweight and heavyweight, undisputed, not just unified. And if the next fight is just for the 3 belts, I don't think it's going to be fair for either of the 2 guys, either Tyson Fury or Alexander Usyk. But as far as importance, I think it's more important for Team Fury to get this title. Imagine if Fury wins, he's not going to be undisputed, so he's losing the chance. This is super sportsman-like conduct, right? Super sportsmanship-like conduct that rarely we see within the dog-eat-dog world of boxing, right? The boxing is very dog-eat-dog. It's so fractured. There isn't one governing body. Everything is all over the place. So what tends to happen is some people they're out there for themselves. They don't care. Why are they going to waste time and resources helping you out so that when they fight you in the rematch or give you any incentive to want to even win the rematch, right? It's all a political game, all a mental game, a psychological game. I ain't going to spend time working hard for you. I already became undisputed, and I can make it so that nobody could be undisputed, or make it really hard for the next guy to be undisputed so that I could hold on to that status for as long as possible. That is not the case with Alexander Usyk and his team. They want Fury to get that chance to fight for that and have that level playing field, that psychological playing field where he also can become an undisputed champion. And I think that is just a fantastic thing, because we just don't see that so often in boxing. Boxing, again, is so fractured, is so dog eat dog, is so I look out for myself, I don't look out for you. Whenever we do see these little moments where somebody is fighting for the other guy, where there's not really any incentive for you to do that, whenever we see these little moments, is always a little bit heartwarming. Let's be honest. Anyways, this is a cool thing because everything was being said that he was going to be stripped, which he was, because IBF already has been holding it off since 2022. Philip Hrgovic is the next person. Supposedly, he's supposed to fight Daniel Dubois. And if they fight, they want to be able to fight for the IBF title. But if they give him some step aside, they make him or convince him that he might get a better, more prestigious fight later down the line, he might go ahead, take the step aside money, take the possible prestigious 4 belts instead of 1 belt later on if Usyk decides to give him that opportunity. And then they could fight for the rematch, and Fury will be given his chance to be undisputed, just the same way Usyk was given his chance in the first fight. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that this is cool that he's doing it? Do you guys think that he shouldn't be wasting time, resources doing a petition on Fury's behalf? Let me know down in the comment section below. And of course, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.